All right, let's take a look at a couple of these menus. The first menu has already been selected. It's the Move menu. There's only one thing there. And basically, if you click on it, as it says down below, click and drag and move anything in the plane. It's very simple. It's your hand tool. It's what every program has. The next one I want to look at is what I'm going to call the Point menu. Let's quickly go down there. You can create points. You can place points on objects. You can attach or detach, you can find intersections or create midpoints or centers, and then complex numbers. I haven't done anything with the complex number one, but let's look at the others. So if you pick up point, it just says place points on objects or locations, and I'm just clicking out in the open space. You'll notice that they're all blue. That's because currently the setting is that they are blue. Let's say if I picked orange, you'll see the point D came up to be orange. If I click on the next item, I can make the symbol change. I can change the size of the point. If I click on the label item there, I can also find a new name or give it a name or view its name or its value or caption. Lots of options there. Also the other thing you can do is if you pick up the Move tool, if you go back and select that, and if you kind of click and hold on a point, some of those options come up. You can show the label, hide the label, you can trace the point. You can even rename it. If I click on rename, I could type in Mike. And oops, I got to delete the old one, but let's type in Mike. And in goes the new name for that point. And so there is the point Mike. And anyways, you can change lots of things about them, and size and color and so on. The next one talks about point on object. Now you have two ways to do it. You can just place an item there, or you could kind of force the move. So if you had, let's say, a triangle and a region there, and you wanted to place a point on the object, you can just simply, once you've selected that, place point G. Now point G looks like it's just anywhere, but if I grab it, it will not allow me to leave that region. It's true if I had created a segment, if I had a segment there, I could also place a point on object. It just says click on its perimeter or on its item, and it will place it on there. And again, I am unable to pull that off. Now there are sometimes you want them off, or maybe you placed them wrong. Therefore, you have the attach detach mode. And what it says is if you click on something that's attached, it detaches it, like J. Whoop, J popped off. Or if I click on G, you'll notice if I go grab it, can go outside now. It can go outside. Now, if I still had that selected, I could attach it back. So I could click on J over here. And if I click on the segment, it pops it back on. Or if I click on G and I select the triangle's region, it pops it back on. Very cool stuff. Let's keep moving. Intersections. Well, if I had two segments and they intersected as they do down in here, and I would like to find that, I could just pick my point tool and kind of drop it there. It's a little dangerous sometimes in case you miss the point. So one way to do it is you'd select intersection, and it says select the items. So I clicked on the one segment and the other, and bam, they drop the intersection down. And it moves with it, which is awesome. Unless they don't intersect, then it goes away, which is also cool. So that's intersections. The last thing, of course, is the midpoint. You could do it by selecting 2 points. So if I selected B and C there, it would drop a midpoint between them. And it would be reactive to me changing that distance. Isn't that great? And also, if I wanted to, I could just click on a segment and it would drop it there. Now things are a little murky down here, but if I go ahead and grab L and make it a little bit longer here, if I can, oh, I don't have my tool on, my move tool. There, now we can see that O is the midpoint, M was the earlier intersection. A great menu full of things you'll use all of the time.